Test. Test. Hey Creelar. Okay, so I'm gonna put together a quick tutorial for OBS for you, and I'm gonna try to do it as cleanly as possible. Alright, so this is OBS right here. It's lovely. This is the basics of what you end up starting out with. And you'll see a few things that are important. This is my microphone being piped in right here, and this is game audio, and this is pretty much the only mixing point you have from here. You'll see that I'm running an OBS tutorial, and what I've done is added a scene, called it OBS tutorial, and then created a source within that scene called monitor 2 because we are watching monitor 1. And I can show you that by drifting my mouse off the keyboard. So this is monitor 2 over here. I'm going to show you some basic settings, but I'm going to do that after I show you how to set up a scene. So right click in this box, and it has to be in this box. Add a scene. And we're going to call this Photoshopo. Beautiful. All right, you'll see I've lost all of my sources. Oh, you probably also lost picture too. Yikes. Okay, so how am I going to do this? All right, Photoshopo. So Photoshopo, I want to... can I add this as a capture? Window capture. Window capture, yes. And I want it to be Adobe Photoshop. This is why you have to have the game running, and you'll see some of the other things I have running. Adobe Photoshop, refresh, it's there. I want to capture the inner window. Sometimes you want to capture the entire window. I just capture the inner window because that's where the gameplay is. And then I want to capture the mouse so that you can see what I'm pointing to. Some games you might not want to have that, but you know, for my Minecraft setup, I have capture mouse. So we're going to grab that. Ah, sweet. All right, cool. So now, oh, even cooler. All right, so now it is sort of capturing monitor 2. No. Window capture, monitor 2. Oh, it is. Is it lower? Oh, so it's stacked them. You can position and size. Hold on one second. This is not something I always do. Center, long left. Hold on, let me shrink this down a little bit so I can squeeze it all in here. Maybe this will work. That'd be really cool if it did. Okay. Ah, sweet. All right, so I can just do that for the time being. All right, so right now we want to move this up. All right, so in your basic settings, as you can see here, because this is going to be too hard to try to do live, for my Minecraft settings, so when I'm setting up Minecraft, I have a Minecraft stream with Avatar, and I have two sources in here. Number one is my overlay, which is this piece right here. And I want this to be a alpha layer, so in a Z order it stacks whatever's on top is visually what will be on top. And then I have Java Minecraft running in the background. So when I want to pick my overlay, so again that's this piece right here, you right click and select image, and then it'll pop up this right here, and then you browse to wherever your overlay is. Now I know we haven't built a whole bunch of them, but so be it. And then right click on Java Minecraft and you will get this window. And again, this is the thing where you want the application to be running. So this is, I'm recording what am I recording? Application? Window. I'm capturing a window. And so it's got it right here. Make sure it's running, hit refresh, grab it. And then you've got some other options for hotkeys. The only thing I include is capture mouse cursor. And then you hit OK. All right, so that's how to set up a basic setting. So when you're streaming Minecraft, this is kind of the scenes. Now we're going to go up to here, settings, and I'll walk you through the basics for that. So settings, there's really nothing under general. So the first thing that's important is encoding, and I use X264, and I use CBR, which is some refractory with a padding. This is the highest bit rate that I found to be successful, about 3500, and that's running 8 mega RAM. And then audio encoding, this is just really straightforward. You know, we're not doing high-end audio, so AAC, 160 bit rate sampling, you know, in stereo, obviously. And then broadcast settings. So live stream is the mode. Streaming service would be Twitch. You can use whichever URL which is closest. I use the Chicago one. This is not normally a dotted number. So the important part here is you have to go into your Twitch page, and under your account you will find something called a stream key, and you'll say show me the stream key, and it'll say, are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Make sure you're not streaming. So like, I'm not going to show you how to do that. I can do it in person, but I'm not going to show you how to do that here. And then you copy and paste that right into here, and it'll dot it all up for you. I have it reconnecting after 10 seconds because that has happened to me. And then there is like a buffer path that all this stuff goes to. So I've actually just recently moved these off of my tiny little C drive and onto my D drive, but I had screenshotted all this stuff before I'd gotten around to that. So these can be a dump file anywhere for the stream buffer if you're recording, or for your standard, you know, this is where it's temporarily writing it to before it goes out into the world. Video. So video adapter, got to select what you want. Base resolution, pretty straightforward. And this is where you get, you know, your monitor resolution. And then this is where it becomes important. You want to downscale it to 1280 by 720. None of us are doing 1980. The default for YouTube is 720p. If you want to do higher, that's fine. And then 30 frames per second. And disable Eero. This is the color settings within Windows. Next. Feel free to pause this anytime you want. This is the part that I think you missed in XSplit, or at least, you know, as I was considering it from OBS. It was your stream captured this, which is the desktop audio source. So everything that was getting piped to your headphones, you heard here, and you captured, but it didn't capture your microphone. And so in OBS, this is where you would pull this down and select it. And if it's not there, if it doesn't show up, you hit reinitialize and it'll go through and requery. Pretty straightforward there. Hotkeys, which is kind of the next. Such an amateur video. All right, hotkeys. I don't do push to talk, but I do have. So what I do is I set up OBS and TeamSpeak audio on mutes F6, F7, and F8. So I can just go and be able to mute or unmute everything. And then I'm still working on my macro keys, but at the moment, Shift F1 to start and stop streams, Shifts F3 and 4 if I would just want to record back here in our video buffer. So streaming goes out here, and you can change this to recording too if you want. And the recording options get dumped into these folders basically. All right, so that's pretty much it. Once you have that stuff set up, you are 99% of the way ready to go. Yep, and then we're back to this thing basically. So hopefully you can jump through this here and there and find what you need. And I gotta hit stop streaming.